Hello everybody, welcome to another ball review here on the channel. This time for the big game bundle, the season 71 ball and the big game ball. And we're gonna have a closer look and I'm gonna try to explain my thoughts about these two balls. As always, I would love to hear your thoughts. Really love to hear that. So make sure to make a comment in the comment section below with how you would rate. Have in mind there is no wrong answers to that question. And before we have a look at all the content here, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, also subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. There is a new season in Golf Clash, and obviously everyone wants to have a good start. We do have tournament guides out, premium guide for Expert Master Division for the big game tournament, but also we are working endlessly with trying to complete the exclusive tour shootout guide for Tour 7 up to Tour 13. So if you do want to have a win percentage that is more than 50%, or you just want to increase the win percentage that you already have, make sure to get a pack of that as well. So we have something for everyone at patreon.com/golfclashtommy. Link is in the description down below, or you can scan the QR code here on the screen. The big game begins, and when it comes to the big game ball, Power 5, Top Spin Boost 5, Side Spin 2, and Wind Resistance 0. Not sure why the Wind Resistance 0 isn't there on the picture. You will be soaring down the fairway with this legendary power. Style is your golf bag with the Season 71 ball, Power 1, Precision Boost 4, Side Spin 5, and Wind Resistance 5. Its incredible duo of wind resistance and side spin will ensure no hazards can stop you from reaching the green. Try before you buy on both of the ball. First and foremost, it's a bundle. I'm not a fan of a bundle because I feel that we're paying more or less the same amount of money for half the amount of balls if you're not desperately in the need of getting both. So we do the season 71 ball here. We do have an overpower needle at +2. I give this one an 8 out of 10, and that's because this is a ball that, even though it has power 1, which obviously is not superb for par 5s and possibly some long par 4s, but we have learned to play with this type of ball over the time here when we started to get precision balls, where we're somewhat forced to be innovative and look for options where we could play a P1 ball. So many times with wood club shots and stuff like that, you still have up to +6 yards with your sniper, where you do have some room to make some shots. Obviously, when it comes to short irons, you don't really have more than +1 and +2 to work with when it comes to checks, which is obviously a problem. But this is definitely a really good ball. The 8 out of 10 rating, the reason it's not 10 out of 10, kind of self-explanatory, meaning that we do have only power 1. We need to get this one up to, power 3. Power 3 would be honestly absolutely ultimate here for me. The Precision Boost 4 is perfect, Side Spin 5 is perfect, Wind Resistance 5 is perfect. So if you are low with the P1 Wind 5 precision balls, especially the ones with precision, then it's definitely worth to get some of this one. Tour play, 4 out of 10. You can use it on tour play, but basically with the power 1, we have the same problem where when I say with power 5, is that we are going to find min and max lines that are different than what we may be used to. Now, I'm generalizing a lot, obviously, but that's how I see this one from a tour play perspective. Checkpoint Challenge, even worse rating there, 3 out of 10. In Checkpoint Challenge, I value power. Sure, the Wind Resistance 5 is good and Precision 4 is good, but if this would have been a power 5 and like a Wind Resistance 3 Precision, then that would be miles better in my opinion, because in Checkpoint Challenge, it's not that we're sitting with good clubs many times when it's time to play the hole. So power 5, power 4 ball is definitely the best type of power, and I do think that you're going to be in a massive disadvantage with this ball. The big game ball, this is probably the one that I've been getting the most questions about here to a start, and that's because this is the first Top Spin Boost 5 P5 Win 0 ball we do have in the game. And when it comes to balls like this, and especially for those of you that are following our content, and when it comes to guides, paid guides, free guides, this will very, very rarely be a ball that's going to be an alone shot only for a guide. It may be an alone shot with backups for other options, but it's never going to be alone. And the reason for that is when you do have unique stat combination like this, putting yourself in a position where you're only using this type of ball is someone neglecting loads of percentage of the player base, especially when not everyone is buying every single ball, but also in the sense of that people buying not that much. So Still going to be loads of creations when it comes to Topspin Boost 4 balls, where this ball could be a possibility then to give yourself a slower needle. Or obviously, I mean, in scenarios where we do need to reach even further, then this ball could be good. The wind resistance 0 kind of speaks for itself in terms of like, okay, it's probably going to be used on a Send It. I mean, if it would have been a Wind 5, then we would have been using it for, you know, layup type of shots as well. But tournament 6 out of 10, it's a situational ball. We're not going to use this one on par 3s. We're not going to use this one on headwind shots on the majority of the par 4s and the par 5s and stuff like that. Same with crosswinds. So it's a situational ball, but in my opinion, when it comes to balls with unique stats, especially with Topspin Boost or Wind 5 and precision and stuff, it's definitely worth getting some to your inventory. Tour play 2 out of 10. Really crap from a tour play perspective. Wind 0, absolutely super crap. Power 5, absolutely super crap. So it's kind of like, you're not going to use this one on tour play. Checkpoints are 5 out of 10. It has Power 5, but it has Wind 0. So it's kind of like, sure, you can use this ball in scenarios where you could possibly get yourself close to green for an easy win, and your opponent is struggling off tee with like a power, you know, with another ball. But it's hard for me. Definitely checkpoint challenge is hard to judge there. Whilst we are watching the ball centering and such, when it comes to the ball centering here, oh, by the way, the big game ball has overpower needle +2. This ball, the Season 71 ball, is 1 or 2 clicks too small, but it's still good. It's not something that I'm gonna sit here and complain about, because the ball is still round, so you can still find your markers and such. When it comes to the other ball, it's, in my opinion, a very good size, but not gonna be that often. We're gonna send it mainly with this type of ball. I would rather, if so, switch, if anything. But so slightly different size of the ball, but both are round. To end up here, when it comes to a bundle like this, in my opinion, the P1 ball is, in my opinion, going to control how heavy you invest here. If you're low with P1 precision Wind 5 balls, definitely worth having a decent pack. But if you do have a decent bunch of that, there is no real point in going heavy just for the big game ball, because it's not going to be used that often. We're not going to use that on every hole, and sometimes we're not even going to use it at even one point in the tournament, regardless what division you're playing. So be, you know, smart when trying to invest. Don't just look at the stats and think that, wow, that's an awesome stat. I want to, obviously, you to spend money if you want to, or not spend money if you don't want to, but always important to be smart when it comes to those type of things. In the end, everyone, thank you so much for watching another ball review here on the channel, and wish you the best of luck in your Gold Clash game.